You weren't allowed to take the tickets, you know. You had a uniform, it was a maroon uniform, and you had a torch and you just showed people to their seats. And if it was, well, it was mostly busy, sometimes it would be so busy there'd only be single seats. So you're asked then to look along to make 2 seats and ask people to move along, you know, to make 2 seats. So that sort of thing. Sell the ice cream, which I didn't like to do. Then after the show was over, always at the end of, I don't know if they do it now, always at the end they played God Save the Queen. And then when everybody had gone, we had to tip all the seats. You had a tin and a glove, and you emptied all the ashtrays. And then when you'd done that, you could go home.
Right. So you have to do the cleaning as well, isn't it?
Well, not actual cleaning of, you know, but empty ashtrays because of fire hazard, you know. And the ashtrays were full.
Were they?
Yeah, absolutely full. But I mean, if anybody had dropped, you know, a packet of sweets, we didn't do that sort of thing, just the ashtrays. And we had a break,
Right.
you know, we had a cup of tea and a break.
So what time would you start work then?
It was 6 o'clock.
So you worked evenings then?
Only evenings, yeah, only evenings.
And you would finish at what time?
Usually about 10:30, 11:15, and then I'd cycle home.
Right. You mentioned the ashtray, so what was it? Was it very smoky then in the summer?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. You couldn't see for grey mist.
Back in those days, you wouldn't think that was a health hazard, would you?
No, it was just accepted. It was, you know, normal thing.
Right. What other jobs were people doing in the cinema? What other roles? You were in usherette. What other jobs were there in the cinema?
Well, the foreman was, you know, he was the boss kind of thing, and he was very strict man, if you like. He wore a maroon uniform, and he wore a flat hat, you know, with a peak on,
Right.
and he had bits of gold on him and that. And he was like the sergeant major, and he controlled the people that were, when there were big queues outside, they'd let so many people in,
Yeah.
and then they'd say no more seats, you know, and he would control that, and inspect you and make sure that the girls were doing what they were supposed to do. You weren't allowed to sit down.
No.
You know, you had to stand all the time. That's about it. He controlled the ground staff, if you like. Then there was the projectionist, and there was the manager. You never really ever saw the manager.